Hello, this is Essie, the homeless woman. I haven't made a video in 2 weeks. I've been busy working, and when I am off, I still feel like I'm working. I'm running errands for myself, and I'm like one day last week I was just out of it, and I just slept the whole day. I couldn't even move. So this week I'm able to make a video. It's 2:26 in the morning. I'm still woke. And me and a friend, we went to the casino tonight. We left the casino I think it was like 12:30 when we left the casino. So we had a good time. We ate there, and we went to the bar area. They had a nice big bar area with a lot of seating. So we sat there and we ate our dessert and talked and listened to the music. I wanted to get me a drink, but I didn't, because I had a strawberry shake before I went there with some pickle fries I got from Sonic, and then I ate when we got there. I just drank water, but then we had a dessert, strawberry shortcake, and I'm like, oh, that's too much stuff mixed up together. So, but the next time we go, I'm gonna get me a drink. So I thought it'd be nice if we have a Q&A. So if you guys have any questions that you would like to ask me, just leave them in the comment section. And I'm going to make a short too, saying, asking anybody, do they have any questions? And they can leave it also on that short video. So you can leave it here, and then when I make the short, if you see it there, you can leave it there too. And so when I have enough questions, I'll do a video and answer your questions. Now, if I don't answer your questions, probably because maybe it was too personal. But so yeah, we'll do that. Let me see. Now, a couple of nights ago, just to update you guys on what's been going on with me in the past couple of weeks. A couple of nights ago, my gas was swiped out of my van. That's the first time that has ever happened to me. I like to stay up late. Like now it's 2:30 in the morning. And sometimes the reason why I like to stay up late, not every time, but because it's like, I feel like if someone is going to try to come and do something to me, it would be while I'm asleep. So if I'm woke at the time the criminals are up and walking around and driving around, then they're not most likely to do anything to me, because they know I can see them and I can react a lot quicker than if I'm asleep in my car and I'm being startled out of my sleep or anything like that. So, but some nights, because this was Sunday night that the gas was swiped out of my van, some nights I get so that I'm just so sleepy and I just can't stay up. So I had work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so Sunday night, I was just out of it. So I got to my car like 12 something that night, and I got in my car and went to sleep. And that's the night that the gas was swiped out of my car. So it took about 5 gallons. And I was thinking Sunday night when I finished working, because see, I'm working for 4 days now, because I used to work 3, so now I'm working 4. That's another reason why I'm so tired, and I'm not making the videos as like I wanted, like I used to. Because when I was really making the videos, I was off work from the accident. So now I'm working 4 days instead of 3. So what I do is I fill up my tank Wednesday night. Fill up my tank, and then I work on that tank for Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday morning, before I start working, I fill a tank all the way back up again. So I still have plenty of gas, because I have a hybrid. So I still have plenty of gas, but I don't want to have to stop Like if I go the third day, I would have to stop at around that night, that evening, to fill up again. So I just do it in the morning, fill it all the way up, so that way I can drive on that tank for Saturday and Sunday. So that's what I did. So I filled it up all the way up Saturday morning, and I drove on that tank Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday I didn't do that long of a day. I did a short day. So when I looked at my gas, my gas hand, it said I had like 280 something till empty. That was Sunday night. And so I'm sitting here looking, I'm like, okay, so I can go my 3 days off. I don't have to worry about putting no gas in my car. And then I said, maybe I can work Thursday too without filling it up. That's what I was thinking. So I'm like, okay, cool. So that was Sunday night. I go to sleep early that night. I wake up the next day, Monday. I go to open my door, and I'm like, my doors was unlocked. So I'm like, I must have forgot to set my alarm. That's what I'm thinking. And so I get in the car and I look around and nothing's missing. So I'm like, okay, well, long as they didn't take anything. So I'm going throughout the day, and then I eventually look at my gas hand, and it says 138 till empty. And I'm like, wait a minute. I know when I looked at it the night before, it said 280 something till empty. And I'm like, I know I did not, my eyes are not deceiving me, because I remember having the whole conversation in my head about not having to fill up for the 3 days, maybe even possible being able to work Thursday with the tank of gas. And I'm like, am my eyes deceiving me? And I'm like, no, I know it was 280 something till empty. So that's when I realized somebody swiped my gas. They swiped about 5 gallons. And so when I checked outside of my van, because I hadn't washed it, so it was dusty from doing Uber. There's a lot of dirt roads out here. So when I looked at my van, I looked by the gas cap, the gas door, and there was a handprint right there by the gas door. And I was like, I bet you that's that person that stole my gas, handprint. So so I have been looking for a gas cap with a lock. I went to AutoZone. They didn't have it. The guy told me, suggest me go to O'Reilly's. I went to O'Reilly's. They didn't have it either. So I said, I want to do Amazon had it. So he went and looked in the computer, and he said, look like it stops at 2017. Your van is a newer vehicle, and sometimes it takes a while for them to get parts for newer vehicles. He said, go to the dealership. They should have it. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't think the dealership would have that. But I said, okay, I'll check anyway with the dealership. So that night I prayed. I said, Yahweh, give me back the gas that was swiped out of my van. You know, I always do that. If something is taken from me, I always pray to Yahweh and ask Yahweh to give it back to me. So if there's money or anything that's stolen from me, I ask him to replace it, and he always does. So that night I asked for my gas to be replaced. So, okay, so today, which is, what's today? Tuesday? Well, today is Wednesday now because it's after midnight, but yesterday, Tuesday, when I woke up, I called the dealership, Toyota dealership, the one that's closest to me, which I don't care for. But I called them and I asked them, do you guys have a gas cap with a lock? And he said, yes, they do. I told him what the make and year of my vehicle. He said, yes, we have it. He said it's about $36, $37. I said, okay, well, what time do you close? He said 5 o'clock. All right, I got off the phone. So I'm like, okay, I have to hurry up, and I had to get a few errands and stuff. I had to eat because I was hungry. and to try to hurry up and make it to the dealership before they close. So I got there. I think I got there like 4:15, 4:10, 4:15, something like that. I go to the parts department and I asked them for the gas cap with a lock for my van. He said, lock with a key? I said, yes. He said, I don't think we have that. And I said, I just called and y'all said y'all had it. So he went back and he looked and he came back with nothing in his hands. And he said, yeah, we don't carry that. And I said, but I called. I called and I asked you guys, did you have it? So he was like blowing me off. He really was blowing me off. So he looked in the computer. He's talking about some type of mush or whatever that you put in a gas cap so they can't put something in there to take it out. But it's not a lock. And so he was like, but we don't carry that either. I'm thinking to myself, well, why are you telling me this? You know? So I was just so frustrated. He looked on, I think, Amazon. And he saw all these, like, I guess it was a universal gas cap with a lock. And I said, but I don't see Selena on there. Because I saw a whole bunch of models, making models of cars. But I didn't see Selena. And he said, yeah, it's not, they don't have them all up there. But it's a universal lock, right? So I think I may order that. If it's not, I'll just send it back if it don't work. But I don't want my light coming on. But anyway, so I kept saying to him, I said, but I called. The person told me that y'all had it. And that it was $36, $37. He was just blowing me off. He was not taking me seriously. He did not apologize. Like, if that had been me and somebody told me that, I would have apologized to that person. I'm like, I don't know why that person told you that. We don't carry that. They shouldn't have told you that. I'm so sorry that you came all this for. He did not say nothing like that. I think he was the one that told me that. I really do. So he didn't apologize, nothing. He was just blowing me off. And that made me even madder. So I noticed there was a man standing behind me too. And I don't know if that's why he was doing it. But so I went and got in my car. Because I was like furious. Because I don't even like this dealership. That's where I bought my first van. And they pissed me off at the service department. So I just didn't like this dealership. It's like, you know, these dealerships, they lay down the red carpet for you when you buying a car. But when you go to take your car to get service, you don't get no red carpet. At least not me as a black woman. You know. So I was really pissed. And I got in my car. Something said, call and talk. See if you can get the boss on the phone. So I called. And the receptionist answered the phone. And I said, can I speak to the person in charge of this dealership? Is they here right now? So she said, yeah, one of the general managers. I said, yes. She said, okay, I'll transfer you over to him. I was like, thank you. So I'm sitting there listening to the music for a while. Then he answers. And I tell him what happened. About how I called. And I was told that they had it. When I got here, they didn't have it. And so he said, about what time did you call? And I said about 1 something. So, because they record all their calls, which I didn't know that. So he found my call because he said, did you call through Google? I said, yeah. So he found my call and I actually heard myself talking because he turned it up. He said, that's you? I said, yep, that's me. So he heard me ask for a gas cap with a lock. That's exactly what I said. So he heard the person talking to me. He said, I know exactly who that person is. He said, hold on a minute. So he put me on hold and he talked to, he called the parts department. He talked to the director of the parts department. And then he had the man that told me that they have that part there. got him on the phone, played it, my call, so he can hear it. And he said, why did you tell her that you had it when you didn't have it? He said, I didn't hear her say lock. He said, all I heard was gas cap. Which is like, I didn't understand that, because I clearly said gas cap with a lock. And all he said he heard was gas cap. I felt like they're so desperate for a sale that he told me he had it clearly, knowing that he didn't have it, that if I came there, that I was going to buy whatever they had. That's what I felt. He lied to get me there, thinking that I was going to purchase whatever they had. And so when the general manager got back on the phone with me, he told me that he really chewed him out about that, and that he just chewed him out, told him that that's not acceptable. And so when he got off the phone, he said he talked to the director of the parts department, and the director told him the reason why they don't sell it is because it causes the engine light to come on, and sometimes. And so he said, well, that's fine, but you should have told her that, instead of having her to come all the way to the dealership and we don't have it. So I liked him. He was a reasonable man, and he took care of the situation. And then he said to me, are you still here? And I said, yes. And he said, can we get you a tank of gas? I said, yeah. And I'm thinking my gas was swiped the other night. So he says, comes to the show floor. And so I'm walking, and I see him come outside talking to the guys. So he had one of the young guys to follow me over across the street to the gas tank to fill up my gas tank. He gave me his business card. He was like, if you have any more problems, call me. I said, I sure will. So when we got to the Shell gas station, put $60 of gas in my van, filled it all the way up. I was like, thank you, Yahweh, for replacing the gas that was swiped out of my van the other night. And not only did he replace it, but he put more in there. So I got a full tank of gas to work for Thursday and Friday doing Uber. See how Yahweh replaces stuff? Yeah. Anybody steal from you? Shoot. Just pray that the Heavenly Father will replace it. He always replaces it. Whatever something's taken from me, I ask him to replace it, and he replaces it all the time. So yeah, I thought that would be a good little story for y'all. But yeah, I got a comment from I don't know if this person is a subscriber or not, but you know, some people got comments to say about my lifestyle and stuff like that. And he said to me that I should not want to be a classy homeless woman, that I should want to find me a place to live. That's what he said. You shouldn't want to be a classy homeless woman. You should want to get you a place to live. And I said to him, I'm not trying to be a classy homeless woman. I'm just being Essie. I'm just Essie. And so if you think Essie is a classy homeless woman, I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't have anything to do with how you think about me or how you feel about me. I'm just being me. And so I had to think about his comment about saying I shouldn't try to be a classy homeless woman when I'm not trying to be anything but Essie. So I'm thinking to myself, so what you're saying is that I should not dress the way I dress, you know. I don't know if the van has anything to do with it. You know, I need a nice vehicle because I do Uber, so I can't drive around in an old beat up vehicle. And I like minivans, so I wanted a minivan. Plus, I can make more money with a minivan than I can with a car. So, I was thinking about his comment about I shouldn't want to be a classy homeless woman. I'm like, so what? Should I walk around with old raggedy clothes on, maybe holes in the clothes, to prove to people that I'm not trying to be classy? I'm like, I don't know, because, I mean, I know I don't look homeless, and I know people give me compliments on my dresses and stuff, but believe me, I don't pay much at all for my clothes. Actually, the place I go, they have went up a little bit because of COVID, not COVID, because of inflation, but everything has went up. But I pay hardly nothing. Like, I could go to the clothing store and I can come out with 8 dresses. Yeah, somewhere around there, 7, 8 dresses. And I ain't even spent $100. Or maybe I spent $100, about $100. And I come out with all those dresses, and that's all I spent, about $100. For about 8 dresses. 7, or maybe a little less now because things that went up. But yeah, so every year what I would do is I would take $100 and I would go to the clothing store and I would get 6, 7, 8 dresses, and I would do that once a year. I spent $100, and once a year, that's what I would do. I would get dresses. So I have to go at a certain season, because if I go at the wrong season, because I have done that before, there's hardly no dresses at all, and I'm like, I want dresses. So one year I had to buy these pants. They're like overalls. It's like it's got a top and a bottom, and they kind of like big. See when I move the white cup. So it's like a overall type of thing, and they're nice. I probably will start wearing them when it cools off a little bit, because we still having like 90, hundreds here in California, and this is October, middle. Are we in the middle of October? Yeah, the middle of October, and we still having 90, 100 degree weather in the daytime. It cools off pretty good at night now, but in the daytime we still hot. So I'm still in my dresses, but once it cools off a little bit, I'll probably be putting on those like culotte pants, overall type things. The only thing about that is when you go use the restroom, you have to take off the whole thing. I hate that. But they're cute. So yeah, I spend hardly no money at all. But so I'm like, I can't, I can at least give myself that $100 a year to go buy some new dresses. Why not? I spent a little more this year though, because I had a little more money. So when I had the accident, so I spent a little more this year. But yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna walk around looking all raggedy. No, that don't even make sense. When I step out, I don't want to look homeless. I don't want to be that stereotype of how a homeless person is supposed to look. I'm Essie before homeless. Essie come first. My name, Essie, is before the title homeless. You know what I'm saying? So I'm being Essie. Anyway, if y'all have any questions, leave it in the comments section. And when I get enough questions, then I do a video. So next week, I plan on going to my mother's house for 2 days. So I might do a video there. I'm going to buy some food and cook. So I might do a video at her house. I told her I miss her. Yeah, I told her I miss her. So I'm going to go to her house and stay a couple of days. And I'll be back to work. Oh, I need to win the lottery. I really do. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I will be talking to you another day. I don't know when, because But technically today is Wednesday. So I got to work Thursday through Sunday. Tomorrow I'm gonna be making some scripture videos, because I haven't made any of those too in a while. So I'm gonna make some videos and I'll put them up on Essie, a Child in Yahweh channel. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later, because it is 25 minutes and counting. You know, my phone can only record up to 26 minutes. That's another thing I need, a camera. Alright, y'all have a good night. Bye.